The Russian army keeps attacking civilians, adults and children alike. Donald Trump wants to stop this bloodshed on the European continent as soon as possible. The US president has admitted that he has given Putin another deadline for a truce, which for now remains a secret.
But that's a war that should have never been allowed to start, and Biden could have stopped it, and Zelensky could have stopped it, and Putin should have never started it. Everybody's to blame. All I can do is try and stop it. That's all I want to do. I want to stop the killing. And I think we're doing well in that regard. I think you'll have some very good proposals very soon.
Donald Trump's special envoy for Ukraine and Russia, Steve Witkoff, who met with Vladimir Putin in St. Petersburg, revealed that peace talks are already at an advanced stage and that the first preparations for a truce are underway.
Things happening between the two countries, and I think we might be on the verge of something that would be very, very important for the world at large. On top of that, I believe...
The Russians have continued to commit war crimes in Kryvyi Rih, Kherson, Kramatorsk, Sumy, and these are just examples from the last few days.
Цієї п'ятниці був рівно місяць.
Friday marked 1 month since Russia rejected the US proposal for a full, unconditional ceasefire. And instead of a truce, they are dropping bombs on our people and attacking us with drones. The only hope for Ukrainians to stop Russian aggression is Donald Trump. The US president is constantly calling on Putin to sit at the negotiating table. There are two distinct factions in the White House advising Trump on how to deal with the Kremlin.
So,
Steve Witkoff says it's necessary to negotiate calmly with Russia. Secretary of State Marco Rubio says it's necessary to use the language of force because that's the only language Vladimir Putin understands. Let's remember that the Americans are taking 2 steps forward, 1 step back. The whole deal of suspension of aid to Ukraine was only temporary. Sanctions on Russia are still in effect, so it all depends on who in the White House is closer to President Trump, who has more influence on him. More than half of Americans, 52% to be exact, think Donald Trump is handling key challenges better than his predecessor Joe Biden. Not only do Americans support the president's efforts for peace in Ukraine, but they are especially pleased by deportations of illegal and dangerous immigrants who have been terrorizing American cities and towns for years. Many of them, under a special agreement, are being sent to heavily guarded prisons in El Salvador.
We're very happy, and we're very eager to help. We know that you have a crime problem, a terrorism problem that you need help with.
Americans also support cuts to government spending, which skyrocketed under the Democrats' rule. Donald Trump came in after those 4 years of Joe Biden's presidency almost as a savior, and that's how people perceive it. To date, Trump is seen by the public as the president they voted for. He is exactly what they wanted.
67%, that's tariff.
The American people are still waiting to assess the effects of his tariff policies and are hoping that the labor market situation will begin to improve. These are the most important hopes for the first 100 days of Donald Trump's presidency, which will come to an end later this month.